Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a, kind of gloomy Thursday.
Rainy.
My friend and I, when I lived in Columbus, one of my best friends, she came up with the word blecky. And so when things are like this outside, it's blecky.
It's blecky out.
Yeah, so it's blecky out
Well, I woke
today.
up this morning and I was like, gosh, it seems like it's way later than it is, but it's so gross out.
I know Jamie and I were out with the dogs last night, and I'm like, now I remember why everybody gets depressed this time of the year, because it's just like blecky out. Is
5, it's dark out, it feels late.
It's like, ugh. But anyway, so we have to make our own sunshine.
Yes.
Right? So, welcome. We do have a couple of special guests here in the studio today. I think our kids from JHS will be here in a little bit to talk about a play that they have going on. Is it a play or a musical? Play.
Yeah, I think
Okay. Play. Okay, cool. But first we have a special guest here who just found out she was going to be a guest about 13 seconds ago.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you. Unprepared.
And this is one of our Total Media members here. But could you tell everybody a little, who you are, a little bit about yourself?
I'm Taylor Mcneely. I'm a sales rep in the Point Pleasant Gallipolis area.
Yes.
But we are partnering with God's Hands at Work. Total Media is as a partnership to do some Thanksgiving donations.
This is super cool.
Yes, God's Hands at Work covers 5 counties in the area: Gallipolis, Mason, Meigs, Jackson, and Vinton. And what they like to do all year round.
I was going to ask you. Tell us a little bit about that first. And
they're a nonprofit. They've been around for 11 years, and their kind of logo or slogan is a place to go when you have a need. So, if you've never been to God's Hands at Work, it's located in Gallipolis on the Jackson Pike, and it is just, I volunteered there, I've been there and did a tour, and it's really, you don't, just like the way that their hearts are and the way that they're willing to give to the community is just awesome. So they have a baby pantry, they have food boxes that they give out, donations, furniture, dishes, linens, anything you could think of that you would need to either start over or if you have a need, go there. They have all that to provide to the community.
That is amazing. Yeah. And covering multiple counties
yes,
while
multiple
doing
counties. Yeah, and all you need is your driver's license. I don't want to quote me on that, but I don't know if they need to see any of your pay stubs or anything like that, but just your driver's license and a little bit of information. That's all you need, and they'll help you out with that. Basically, however they can help you out. Yeah,
because it's God's Hands at Work.
Yeah, and so Lisa and Butch are the owners of God's Hands at Work, and they're retired, and they just felt like it was their calling to help out the community. So they have the biggest hearts. They're super nice, and anything they could do to help the community, they definitely.
And this is amazing, and especially, we need to, as human beings, help each other year round. But the holidays sometimes hit harder. I think for some folks that do have a need, and are they making fun of you out there?
Yes, they are.
Go away. That's not nice, is it?
It's fine.
But no, it does hit harder this time of the year, I think, for some folks. And this is certainly the time where we make it aware, or you're maybe more aware to think about helping out. Yeah. If you would.
So they're calling this Thanksgiving putting turkeys on the tables. They think every family should have a turkey on the table. Yeah. Simple, cute, gets the point across. Yeah. And what they do is they put together baskets for families that have turkey, potatoes, a vegetable, yams, stuffing, noodles. I just don't want to miss anything. Cake, cookie, brownie mix. icing and rolls. That way they could put together some kind of just small Thanksgiving for their families.
Well, it doesn't sound like a small Thanksgiving. I'm like, that sounds just like it.
Yeah, and they have it down to a science. They know how much each basket will cost per family, so they know how much they need. Their goal this year is 200, but since partnering with us, we kind of want to blow that out of the water and, just really be able to help more than 200.
Okay, so how did the team come together from Total Media and God's Hands at Work to, help out this holiday season?
So I actually work with Lisa outside of all of this. Every month she sends me everything going on at God's Hands at Work, and we kind of have that communication. And I volunteer there once a month. They look for volunteers to help stock the food pantry. Awesome. So it's right down the road from my house. It's 2 hours out of my day that stock the food pantry, and then on the same day people come in and they're able to, get food or whatever they need. So it's really awesome.
Very good. Yeah. So you kind of just through osmosis found out about all of this.
She mentioned something about Thanksgiving, and Pure Rock had mentioned wanting to, get out into the community, and I was like, this just kind of works. Yeah, I was like, let's put it together.
Love it when a plan comes together, right?
It just falls.
So how can people help? Obviously, this is a partnership, and this is to, where will these food boxes go?
So the food boxes will go to anyone. There is on their Facebook page, there's a sign up to, I don't know if all the spots are taken.
Okay.
They had a sign up that went out on Monday, and you could go on and sign up for a time slot to come in on Monday, November 24th, and get your food box.
Okay.
Yeah, you just drive right up, pick a time slot, and drive in and be able to pick it up.
And is this for people just in Gallia or throughout?
Nope, it's Gallia, Mason, Meigs, Jackson, Vinton. As long as you have proof of your address, and you're in one of those 5 counties, you can sign up to get a food box.
Very good. Okay, so how can folks out there help?
Well, there's lots of ways. We have set up some different food boxes in different places. So in Gallipolis, the Ratliff Pool Center, they have a food box. In Mason County, there's 2 locations. There's the Point Pleasant River Museum and the Mason County Animal Shelter. In Meigs, Seabolt and Company, Modern Apothecary and Spa. And Jackson, we have the Stockmeister Plaza. There's box here.
Duh.
And then in Vinton, Discover Vinton County, the Travel and Tourism Center.
Okay, which is in the old the hotel.
Sure.
MacArthur, I believe.
Yes. I'm like, I don't know.
I believe it is. Yeah. Okay, so obviously, we're talking about food boxes that include a turkey. Probably don't drop off any live turkeys or, frozen turkey, probably not that. So what can people drop off?
So instead of the turkey, they kind of want things that could stay boxed, not turkeys. You can donate money towards the turkeys, and they actually prefer that because they can buy the turkeys at a bulk rate, so they can get more.
Yeah, please don't bring. God bless you if you want to bring a turkey, but don't bring waddles with you. Yeah.
They also have a PayPal and a Venmo account. It's just at God's Hands at Work. And we're just asking that you donate on there a Pure Rock 99.5 donation. Just note that. That way they know that that's not, a monthly donation. That money will go towards the things.
Food boxes.
Yes. Yep. And they have links on their Facebook for all of these different Venmo and PayPal ways to pay. So, yeah, and you can even set up to have a monthly donation come out, and any of the money they put right back into.
That's right. And again, this is a nonprofit organization. These folks are working tirelessly, as their calling.
Yeah.
And that's
she said
cool.
She works about 70 to 80 hours a week. They don't get any pay. They just do it because they felt like it was their calling. So
sure.
Yeah.
It's easy to help folks like that. Know, it makes you want to jump out and help. So if you can find it in your hearts and find it in your bank account to help out this season, and then help us out as we are Total Media partners with this organization to help families at this time of the year. Now, is this just for Thanksgiving, or will this be a Christmas thing as well?
They do something for Christmas, so the Thanksgiving donations will be accepted until, so it has to be the 25th. November 24th, we'll deliver the baskets on the 25th. That's Monday.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I feel like that's right. And
yeah,
then
because I think the 28th is. Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
right.
I'm like, I don't. And then we're gonna circle back and figure out how we can help for Christmas, because that's another time where we want to put food on the table for families.
You know what I love about this is that we're not skipping over Thanksgiving and going straight to Christmas. We're actually remembering.
Well, in my house,
Thanksgiving.
we skip over. We just I tell everyone Thanksgiving is a day, Christmas is a season. So that's how I decorate my house the day after Halloween.
Man, I have never seen, I don't know if people just with the election cycle or just in general with, having had to deal with this pandemic and all this stuff, which seems like 100 years ago and 1 year ago, all at the same time. But man, I have never seen so many Christmas decorations up right after Halloween in my life.
Halloween was 75% off, like 2 days before.
It's like crazy.
They were making room for Christmas.
Yeah, it is absolutely insane. But who doesn't love to sit around and look at twinkling lights and pretty things, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm like, it's just like the ambiance of the room.
Yeah.
It's pretty. So
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. We digress though. So once again, can people actually donate food as well, or would they prefer money?
So the boxes are for food. So actually the one in Meg's at Siebel, we actually had to go empty. It was overflowing. So they had all sorts of different food. Basically what they're looking for is potatoes, mashed 5-pound bags, corn, green beans, yams, stuffing, noodles, a cake mix, cookie, brownie mix, and icing. They put rolls on here kind of if their budget allows, and we'd like to allow that in the budget. So we put rolls on the list as well.
But let's just use our little noggins here. Don't drop it off anything refrigerated or frozen.
I go about twice a week and go take it. So this week I'll be taking it to them, but just no turkey.
Yeah, don't put a turkey. So Cheryl and I were talking about this yesterday. She said, I just have this horrible feeling that somebody's going to bring a turkey and put it in a box.
I really hope not. And I hope that if they do... Yeah. Oh,
well, yes, and please, for the love of God, do not donate a live
turkey. Yeah, I don't think they do that. They like the frozen bulk turkeys.
Yes, exactly. So, but yeah, don't worry about the turkey part. Worry about the canned goods and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
which should be very easy. And you can get those like those big bags of egg noodles and stuff like that you could donate as well.
Yeah, that's
which
perfect.
Would be great.
And anything outside of that, if there's other things in the boxes, they'll get distributed for Thanksgiving. Okay. Because that was another question that we had too. If people donate noodles or something else, like a canned good that's not on here, they would either go into their pantry for people to get or go into the food boxes.
Okay. So don't feel like you have to be really super specific.
Yeah.
Anything is appreciated.
Yes, anything.
And just make sure it's not expired.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other situation. Okay, well, very good. So God's hands at work. If anybody has any questions, who could they contact about that?
Probably me. That would be fine.
Okay.
Lisa and Butch are so busy. I'm happy to
get with Taylor.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions, or tell you where you have to go to donate,
or just call here to Total Media. Call the main office. Say I need to know more information about
more information about the Thanksgiving boxes.
Yep. Or you could go to God's Hands at Work on social media, that kind of thing.
Their Facebook page has all their events. They have tons of stuff going on all the time. So, they're all free. So,
very good. And honestly, if you need some help, reach out to them as well.
Yeah, they're happy to help in any way that they can.
Very cool. Well, Taylor, thank you for spending your morning with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I know you got thrown into this at the literally at the last second.
It's fine.
So you did a great job. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us, so you do sales?
Yeah, I do sales.
And in the Point Pleasant market, how's that going? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I'm loving it. So I'm from Cleveland originally.
Oh, okay.
So Gallia Point Pleasant is
different.
It's a little different, yeah. But I like it. I love it here. I love having my daughter grow up in this area, so I wouldn't change it. I like it.
Good deal. All right. Well, if you have any advertising needs, reach out to Taylor as well.
I'm happy to help. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Free plug for her.
Thank you.
All right. And I think we have some other guests waiting in the wings, so we'll get to them here in just a moment after a message from our friends at Vinton County Bank.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with some friends from JHS. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course, it's our pleasure, and we are going to talk about something that you all have been working very hard at, and that is, of course, the new play coming out. And I'll be honest with you, you all are going to have to tell me all about it because I don't know a thing. So first off, can you tell everybody who you are?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Sabella McCarty. I play Katrina Van Tassel. So,
I'm Liam Milliken. I'm a senior, and I play Ichabod Crane in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which is this year's play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I'm Trestle Murray, and I play Brom Van Brunt. He's kind of Ichabod's rival, in some ways.
Ooh.
Yeah.
there's lots of drama.
Lots of
Yeah.
drama.
It's
very
drama-y.
You
for
mean the drama
club?
club gets to have drama?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
usually does.
Love that. That's awesome. All right. So, are you all seniors?
I'm a junior this
You're
year.
a
I'm
junior.
a senior.
I'm also a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Are you in the choir?
I am.
Okay. Are you a bass in the choir?
Yes.
I figured. Very, very cool. So, all right. So tell us a little bit about like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I know the Headless Horseman and I know some of that stuff, but I don't know the whole story.
So we're kind of following like what everyone kind of knows about like the traditional, Washington Irving story. There was a school teacher, Ichabod Crane, who comes into Sleepy Hollow, and he is an outsider. The townsfolk don't really like him. He's kind of condescending to everybody. Not a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he comes in and he meets Katrina Van Tassel.
Oh.
And
Are you super nice?
I'm kind of not nice. I'm kind of like the Regina George of the 1800s.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
mean in this one.
she's the
I'm
mean
kind
girl.
Of,
She's kind of a mean girl in this one.
girl, and I'm, all I really care about is getting married and being rich. So,
Do you wear pink on Wednesdays?
I wear pink every day.
Okay.
So,
Very good. Okay. Back to the story.
And he meets Katrina Van Tassel, and he's just in love. He just can't enough. He always wants to be around her. It's weird.
Oh.
But here's the catch. Katrina's already in love with and philandering around with Brom.
Yep.
Brom Bones, who Trussell plays.
That's
And
me.
So you're like a little hussy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah, she definitely
All
is.
right.
all right, yeah.
All right.
Let's just get it out in the open.
yeah,
Call
yeah,
a spade
yeah.
a
Yeah, a
spade.
little bit. So yeah, and then Brom obviously doesn't take well to that. So throughout,
So it's a girl. It's like a fight over a girl.
yeah,
Typical.
Essentially.
Okay.
yeah,
But I'd say it's more one-sided because she's already made the decision
she's
with Brom. She just
she's
kind
made
of
the decision to Brom is the only man that she actually cares about, but she does lead on Ichabod, so that she can make Brom jealous. So, yeah.
Playing games.
Yeah.
so
You are like Regina George.
all right.
So
Okay, sorry, go
It's
ahead.
okay. So, thanks, Russell. So eventually, the townsfolk, they don't really like Ichabod. They don't like him being around. They don't like his, condescending demeanor.
Okay.
And they're like, we want to get rid of this guy. He's
Okay.
he's not cool. We don't like him. So they tell him stories about ghosts and goblins and all that stuff. And one of those stories being about obviously the headless horseman.
Okay.
And Ichabod's superstitious. He doesn't believe it. And so one night he's riding home after a party and he comes face to face with the headless horseman. So the question is, did he meet the actual headless horseman, or is it just another prank by the townspeople to get him to go away?
The real mystery.
So that's the
And
question.
those questions are never really
It's never
answered.
given an answer. It's up to the audience.
So
to
that's kind of the fun part. It's more of an audience decision than what it is told. So it's letting your own imagination take over.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny. I've heard that the Legend of Sleepy Hollow a million times, but I've never read it, so I don't know anything about it.
We had to read it, and I remember I read it in 8th grade. It was a long time ago. My mom wanted me to read it.
Was it one of those books where you're like, oh my God, I'm forced to read this and I don't want to? Or like you started reading it and you're like, wow, this is really interesting.
It was kind of like,
Or in
like
between.
it wasn't
I
really
never read it.
it wasn't like an assignment or anything. It was just like I asked my mom, hey, is this good? And she was like, yeah. So I read it, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was
So,
pretty impressed whenever I read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You read it
I
too?
liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel left out. I've never read it.
Regina here is too busy being a mean girl to
Pretty
read.
much, yeah.
Jeez, Pete. Are you like that in real life too?
No,
Okay.
I promise.
That's not what I heard. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, she's
I'm
actually
just
quite
teasing.
rude to everyone.
Heard.
Quite rude.
We're just kidding you. Okay, so tell us about the details of the play.
Well, it's kind of spooky. It's kind of, I would say, more on the suspenseful side.
Adrian, will you bring me a tissue? Sorry. I'm about to die over here. I don't know. My eyes are pouring water and my nose is dripping. Thank you,
It's
buddy.
that time of year. Everybody's getting sick.
We're just making her so emotional because
We are.
That's what,
We're making
it
you
sounds
emotional.
like such a good story. Oh, go ahead.
But it's compared to a lot of our other shows that we've done that are more like upbeat
And funny.
and like
Yeah.
comical.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is- I mean,
Like
it's still-
SpongeBob and-
yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
SpongeBob
It's not
by
like
any
SpongeBob.
means.
Ooh,
It's definitely
big change.
more on the suspenseful side.
More dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is still like elements of humor in
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
So-
It's got a really big Tim Burton vibe, like with our makeup and stuff.
Okay.
So, like the
A
original
little
Sleepy
creepy.
Hollow, it's like you have
little-
like those really shadowy eyes.
Yeah, a little shadowy. You
and-
can like the cheekbone. They accentuate like the cheekbones and stuff, and the eyeshadow
we
and
all
everything.
kind of look like zombies.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's very neat.
Yeah, that was a main concern by a lot of the people after last year. Was just like, we want to do more serious stuff. We want to tell a story and focus less on like slapstick. Look at this, haha, funny.
Yeah. Sure.
So we brought it up with Kathy, and she was understanding about it. And this is what we're doing, and I'm pretty happy with it. So
I love that you all, have that relationship that you all can say, hey, how about we do this, this, and this instead? And you have a director that's listening to you. That's pretty cool.
Well, it wasn't easy.
it wasn't.
So,
No, it was hard to convince her.
I mean,
yeah.
we tell her a lot of things, so this is like
Yeah.
a very like small.
This
chance
is a
that
drop.
she actually like
yeah.
kind of listened and was like, well, this is actually a good idea. Not all of our ideas are good.
This is
That's okay.
a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
With all the things that we tell her. So.
And Kathy is Kathy Lord.
She
and,
is.
She has been doing this for quite some time.
Yeah.
Directing all you kiddos.
20 years? About 20 years.
And
roughly.
every single time, she's always managed to pull out
Yeah.
a phenomenal show.
Yeah. She does a great job.
Great job.
I can't imagine a better director to be working with. So.
And we have a great amount of assistant directors.
Yeah, we have
and-
we have
assistant
Courtney
director's
McManus
amazing.
and
Sean
Sean Murray.
Murray.
Yeah,
Yep.
like great people to be working with. Yeah.
So tell us, how many people are involved in this production?
It's a relatively
It's
big,
actually
Small, actually. Yeah, it's kinda
compared to
small.
past productions, like usually we have upwards of like 25 crew members or like a bunch of cast members, and it's not like that at all this year.
crew's relatively small this
Relatively
year.
Yeah, I
small.
feel like it is.
If I were to ballpark it,
Definitely
I'd say about
small.
like 35 people. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really not
but I feel like that's made it a lot more manageable.
yeah,
It
it's
has.
made it a lot more streamlined, a lot easier to do things that we need to do.
and all the people that are involved with it know each other, and we all know like exactly how we are. And
Yeah.
it's
We're all familiar. We all get along. Yeah.
And that's one of the good things about Drama Club is even like the freshmen coming in who have never done any of this before.
Yeah.
Like we're not mean to them. Like we like welcome them in and we, you know, show them how to do things and like we show them the way to do things and we're not like, I don't know, kind of cliquey, like how some things may seem. Like with like newcomers, we're very like welcoming and accommodating with that.
Well, I know in talking with, I think the kids, it was from Vinton County, and I thought what they said was really, really cool. And I'm not putting words in your mouth, but I thought, I was curious to see if this is how you feel is, you know, they were talking one time and we were talking via like a video chat and they were just saying how drama is super cool because it brings kids that are from all walks of life, like together. Like you may have, you know, cheerleaders, or you may have people that play sports, or that you may have band members, or you may have whatever, or people that are involved in anything else that are coming together for this, that are getting to know each other that wouldn't normally maybe get to know each other. And they thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and I'd say it's a similar thing at Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, and that really goes for anything, you know, there's, you know, YLA, FCA, band, like everything, it all comes together pretty well. And I'm glad that we work and live and do all these things in a school district where that can happen. So
Yeah, me
like
too.
Yeah, because you know, you hear things about other school districts, like for example, the band director, Mr. Hurd, and Coach Hall, they get along great. And that's like actually pretty rare to have that happen, where the band director and the football coach get along and they can share a space. And that's just one example.
Because there's a lot of sharing. Sharing is caring, though.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
But no, there's a lot of having to share when it comes to band and cheerleaders and football and basketball and all that.
Yeah, just, you know, it's just an example, but like you get what I'm saying. Like it's, you know, a great environment to work in.
Very good. You mean people act like adults? That's great.
Most of the time.
A lot of times, yeah.
Ideally.
I mean, there are some situations, but you know, I think for the most part, we are able to like be a community in a mature way.
Sure.
So.
Love that. Absolutely. So tell us, when is the play? How do people get tickets? All of that stuff. Where is it?
Next week, middle school, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3. You can get tickets at the door for $8, and pre-sale tickets are on the Jackson City Schools website for $10.
They're $10. And if you get pre-sale tickets, you're able to reserve your seats.
Yep.
Oh.
So you would just have to contact like a cast or a crew member or someone involved in the play to reserve your seats for you.
Okay. Very good. And that way, I mean, if you have like a large family or something, everyone wants to sit together, that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah. That's always a struggle with people with large families.
Yeah.
Just taping off the rows.
Yeah. Two of you sit here and 2 of you sit there. Yeah, that would be hard. So is there or is there not a real live horse in this show?
There is not. I wish we could say there is.
Yeah, I don't think
Can you imagine?
Kathy could not find it in the budget.
Yeah, I don't think we don't have facilities for that either.
So who is running around without their head on?
We can't tell you.
We can't tell you that.
Yeah. Secret.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just gotta watch and find out.
You just gotta come to the show. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do they? So if there's not a real live horse, how do we have a headless horseman?
Well,
we just make a horse. We built the horse.
We actually had
the art club built the horse
department at the high school. They made us one, and it looks phenomenal.
I thought maybe it was like a mechanical bull.
I think that would be awesome.
That would be.
Would
that would be cool.
Also,
can you imagine?
I don't know if that would be in the budget.
That would be,
Probably
that
not.
would be.
And or on the insurance policy.
No.
Probably
Yeah.
not, but we can dream.
We can. Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious though.
Another thing we can tell Kathy. Yeah.
Yeah, tell her that I said so. She'll love that one.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to maybe somebody listening, maybe a youngster that tunes in about Drama Club? And have you guys all been in it for quite some time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is.
I never had guts enough to do it. To be honest with you, like there is no way I could get up there and do that stuff.
If I were to tell a kid who's interested in drama, I'd say, give it a shot. give it a shot at least. Because, you know, if it's not your thing, that's fine. You don't have to, you know, it's not your thing, it's not your thing. You can do things that more interest you. But I'd say at least give it a shot. So that way you at least know that, you know, you like it or not.
And if you're not big into like being on stage, the crew always needs people.
Tech
and
crew, pit orchestra.
That's
for
always
musicals.
that's all. It still counts as helping out, and it's still an equally as fun experience for some people.
Yeah.
And
For sure, there's just as much stuff behind the scenes as there is out on
exactly.
out front on the stage.
Everyone is equally as important in the drama club.
Yes.
I mean,
would agree.
I can speak from experience because I've been on cast and crew before.
Yeah.
And there was one show I did both, which was really stressful.
Oh
but
my!
It was fun. I had a great time. But I mean, I don't think I enjoy one more than the other. Like I've enjoyed I've done like all kinds of different crew things, and I've enjoyed it all the same.
That's awesome. Very, very good. So what's in the future for the JHS Drama Club? Can you spill the
I don't
tea
think we're allowed to say.
on what you have
musical.
coming up yet?
Well, we have a musical coming up in the spring, but we can't tell you what
we
it is.
we
know
know
what it
it.
is.
Oh,
but
you
we
know
can't
what it
say.
is. You would
We
have to
can't
kill me
say
if
it
you
yet.
told me.
Exactly.
Probably.
Dang
And
it.
probably the camera guy too.
And probably Kathy would kill us if we told
Oh,
you.
yeah.
So,
Rats.
But stay tuned.
stay tuned. I'm excited.
Yeah,
find
it's coming up faster than what you think.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
really
people are
is.
looking forward
Time
to
flies.
it. And
I think people are like, you guys have so much time between the fall play and spring musical. It's like
No, we
3
don't.
weeks. It's
yeah,
like
I
3
was going to
weeks.
say, like you stop one and you start the other one. Really
Yeah.
3 weeks in
Yeah.
between, and
it's a quick turnaround.
that's including auditions, I think, right?
Yeah, auditions are usually in December.
Yeah.
And
Which is,
I mean, the play is
you know, a couple weeks
November,
away.
Yeah.
So
And we have all of winter break
all
to
of
get our
winter
music
break to
practiced.
practice and get ready.
practice. Yeah, practice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I practice during Christmas.
I never do. I always come to the first music rehearsal with my Kathy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not practice over winter break.
I like to think that I practice.
Or I'll
but
look
I think I
at
just
or I'll
listen to the
look at it
songs
like
a
the
couple times
last
and
the
I'm like,
last
what am
day
I doing?
before we get back to
I
school.
get it. Listen, it's your Christmas break. It's your holiday time. I get why you wouldn't want to spend a lot of time doing school stuff.
I just
Yeah.
forget, like
Yeah, like
Forget. You forget that you're going to have to perform in front of a bunch of people.
I
quite
forget.
often actually.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
So what's it like getting up on the stage? Is it terrifying? Is it fun? What do you guys think?
The first time, the first show is always like the first rehearsal. The first show is always the worst. But anytime after that, it's a piece of cake.
Yeah. I feel like
It's a
once you get the jitters out and like with rehearsals and stuff, when I like go out there, I'm like on autopilot. Like I just forget
Yeah.
everything else and I'm just like locked into what I'm doing and I do it and then I walk off stage and then I'm like back to reality. It's like I'm back to Sabella.
Yeah,
There's
Okay.
something that helps me is that with the stage lights, you
can't
can't
see
see
the
out.
audience.
Yeah,
So
you
that
can't
was
see
what
the
I was
audience.
going to
Yeah.
ask you. Like, are you looking out and seeing all these eyeballs staring at you? That would be the worst.
I mean, sometimes you can vaguely see their faces.
you can see
but,
the front row,
like
and then
not
that's about
really.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not really. And then, I mean, the stage lights are blinding you half the time,
Yeah.
so you can't really see anything at all.
I got
Yeah.
you. So, okay, so here's a fun one. Tell me the craziest thing that's ever happened to all of you on the stage. I know that there's has to be stories.
I got one. You go ahead though.
Me? Oh, well, last year during SpongeBob, I was on crew, and so did you watch SpongeBob?
No.
Okay, so
I saw the
in
set. I was up at
SpongeBob,
the school, but
like Camden, who played SpongeBob,
Yeah.
he climbs up in this one of our moving walls, and we had to stand behind it and hold it and make sure
that
he
thing.
didn't fall.
I remember that.
And then Kathy tells me, I think it was after our last like school matinee, like where we performed for like the high
Sure.
school and the middle school, and it was I think it was the day of our first evening show, like our first public show, and she's like, we need a crew member to climb up in the volcano and throw beach balls, and they're like, Sabella can do it, and I was like, I'll do it. So I climbed up in the beach ball. I climbed up in the
beach ball.
volcano
Beach ball.
to throw beach balls, and it was the last show, and I ripped my pants in the volcano.
That's crazy to admit on live TV.
Crazy.
It was like
Wow.
Crazy work.
it was like my leg got caught on like one of the screws, and it like tore a big hole in the side of my
oh
pants.
no!
So that was a pretty crazy thing.
Yeah. Did you get hurt? Like
no,
just your pants.
I mean, I got some scratches and bruises from that show, but it's fine. They wear off.
It's like physical comedy here.
Yeah.
And then craziest thing for me, it didn't even happen during like a performance or anything. We were setting up. This was Tech Week, so this was like week before the show, and this was 2 years ago. So this would have been during the Dr. Seuss musical, like Seussical. Yeah.
The Seussical,
And
yes.
we were supposed to, there's like a big backdrop, like canvas thing. And there are anchors on each side of the walls. Oh, and we were tying, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We were, we like, there's no machine to like lift it up or anything. Like it's
That's
pure just child labor pulling that. And
all right.
And we were pulling like on the rope by the anchor to like get it to pull up, and we start like tying it. Like it's like one of those like ship sail things where you got to like knot it or whatever. So we were starting to knot it, and I hear a crack in the wall, and I'm standing like right next to it. I hear a crack on the wall, and Kathy didn't notice it. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe she just doesn't care. So we tied it a little bit tighter. The plank holding the anchor point ripped out of the wall. So we had to set down the entire like backdrop, and then basically like it was just Kathy and Sean trying to figure out what to do while we took like 45 minutes laying the tarp down. And then our rehearsal that day wasn't even like a rehearsal. We just had to
It's like trying to fix something.
It was trying to fix something, and then we basically just like read lines for that night.
I mean, what could you do? I mean,
There was nothing else we could do. Like the
stage.
stage was taken up because we didn't want anything else to collapse.
At least it didn't happen during a performance.
Oh my! If that happened
Can you
during a
imagine?
performance,
that would have been
terrible,
horrible.
Yeah, but yeah, that's probably my craziest drama club story.
I'll bet.
I mean, mine's not really crazy, but it's more just funny. So I was walking. This was during SpongeBob. So I was walking down one of the side steps. This was before a practice, and I missed the last step, and my ankle just goes like that.
Ooh.
And I'm like hobbling up to Kathy. I'm like, Kathy, I'm not doing too good right now. Like, and she's like, just walk it off. You'll be fine. I'm like, Kathy, I don't know about this, man. Like, and and then I was like, man, I'm starting to feel kind of sick right now. And then she's like, all right, take a sip of this. Should I get a sip of her Sprite? And then I go back, and I had to continuously wear an ankle brace for the rest of SpongeBob.
No.
I don't know what I did, but I went home and I looked down, and my ankle was swollen, bruised, and I think it was our last practice before the shows.
Oh no.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
And it was horrible.
Like, did you like sprain it, or like did you figure out?
I think I tore something, to be honest.
God.
Did you ever get it looked at?
No, it just healed.
Okay.
because I didn't have
trust.
time.
Typical dude.
I didn't have time because it
I'm
was
not gonna
like
go to the doctor.
the next week after SpongeBob, I had to go to New York for a trip.
That's true. Oh yeah, that was back to back, wasn't it?
Which was rough.
Yeah.
I wasn't in SpongeBob, so I don't know any of the
And you weren't in
SpongeBob
choir
lore.
either, so
I
you
wasn't in
didn't know
choir
any
either, so it's
Yeah. I was in SpongeBob, but I wasn't in choir. And then all of my choir friends, I'm like, we should make plans over spring break. No, they
I'm
were
just
all
blessed, I
gone.
guess.
They were all in New York, and I was stuck in Ohio.
Oh. What did you do in New York for choir?
We went to a cathedral and sang, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, was it the
St. Bart's.
Saint
St.
I know what you're
Bart's,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's very, very interesting.
it's a cool. It
was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also got to do some like sightseeing.
I was going to say, what else did you get to do for fun while you were there?
We went to the top of Rockefeller. We saw some Broadway shows, which was very cool. We saw Hadestown and Wicked.
I'm so jealous.
So I know. So Wicked is in the news right now as the movie is coming out, or like soon, right?
It's
Soon.
I think it's
Sometime
coming out
soon.
Next week, right?
22nd.
Yeah, something like
sometime
that.
next
Following
weekend.
it.
So is that something that would ever be thought of at the for the
No,
drama?
mainly
No.
because we don't have like a fly
We
system
don't-
for one,
Okay.
so we can't do anything involving like flying, like nothing.
Yeah.
like
A
Peter
lot-
Pan
That
or
makes
anything.
sense.
A lot of what gets cut isn't really because of cast or talent or whatnot. Now, obviously, that goes into decisions
Sure.
like that. But a lot of it just has to do with like what resources we do have.
Exactly.
Yeah,
True.
Like,
I got it.
you know,
Doesn't it also have to be like
Are
off
we-
Broadway?
yeah.
it
Are
also
we
has to
able
be
to
off
have-
Broadway.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to have like the rights for it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can't get the rights for a lot of shows.
So, what do you guys know about the story of Wicked? Because it's been all over the news, but I don't really know.
I mean,
I
it's,
know,
it's
I know.
basically the story of the Wicked Witch of the West, like kind of her backstory and how she became wicked.
I mean, I don't.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I've never
That's
actually watched it, but
really
I've
all I can
listened
say.
to it. And
I didn't pay
it's
attention
just
to
kind
that.
of like
New York.
what is that called? A prequel to The Wizard of Oz. So it tells kind of like about like how like the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man, like how all of those like came to be, and it like plays into their stories as well.
Okay.
So and it just kind of like gives you some background, and I think it gives the characters like the Wicked Witch and Glinda and stuff. It gives them more depth.
That
So
makes total
it's-
sense.
I'm really excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe we could watch it together.
Yeah, there you go. It's a date.
It will be. Actually, I think is it 22nd? We have a show that day.
I'm not
So,
gonna
never
lie,
mind.
I was not paying attention. To a
Yeah,
single
we
word
were
y'all was
talking
We're
about-
talking about Wicked.
We were talking.
We were talking about food. Yeah.
Go figure.
Such boys.
We talking about Batman earlier.
They were
It's
talking
great.
about
for
Batman
real.
earlier,
Yeah, it's like-
and I was
As we were standing out
Yeah.
there, I mean, Liam and I were just talking about
Like
the new Penguin show, and then we were like,
Who do you think's the next Batman villain's gonna be? Like, it's just
Mr.
yeah,
Freeze.
they're like Batman this and that, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking
Hey, listen, I'm still stuck on Michael Keaton Batman, and you're like, who's that?
such a good Batman.
Such a good Batman.
Oh, so
That's
you
a-
agree with me?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's
No,
an
no.
interview for another time, though. That's
Maybe come this spring.
I
yeah.
feel like one of the best movie moments of all time is when he says, "I'm Batman."
Well, that's a classic.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm like, yes,
given.
you are.
Every other Batman has tried to remake that.
I think
But
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale did good. I think the new Robert Pattinson did pretty good whenever he said, "I'm vengeance."
Yeah, like
You know,
that's-
like whenever
it
he
puts a
did
twist on
that.
it. It's a fun little.
But you
Change
know,
up,
it,
yeah.
it never hits as hard as what it does
Oh,
whenever.
no, never. Whenever
Michael
Keaton
Michael
says
Keaton
And
it,
did
you've
it.
got Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Come on,
it's perfect.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
is there anyone better to play that
Heath Ledger.
part?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger
Well,
did better.
That didn't
honestly.
work out so good. I mean,
Wow.
afterwards.
That is
Wow.
crazy
That's
work.
crazy. Crazy.
What?
Adrian's just losing his mind off
about.
set.
Over here.
Adrian, I need that clip also, please.
Wow.
Did it or did it not?
He's dead.
I know. What I said. It didn't work out so good.
He did great
Trying
in the
to
one
be
movie he was in.
insensitive. I'm just saying that.
I mean, he won an Oscar, so it worked out as well as it could have.
Yep.
Yeah. Anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very sad.
Kathy's gonna be watching this later, and she'll be like, "What you guys talk? You guys talked about the play,
Heath
right?"
Ledger.
We talked about Heath
We
Ledger
talked-
dying.
Yeah, we talked about
yeah.
Batman, Heath Ledger. We talked about Wicked.
We talked about Wicked. The girls talked, the boys talked, all at the same time and not with each other. It was
No.
great.
Yep.
All right, so tell everybody once again all about your production, and let's invite everyone to come and see it.
So, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, it's going to be happening next weekend, Friday and Saturday at 7, and then Sunday at 3 p.m. And it follows the story of Ichabod Crane, an outsider to the small town of Sleepy Hollow, as he tries to be as condescending as possible to the country folk. And
true.
as he tries to battle Brom Bones for the hand of Katrina Van Tassel. It should be a good time. Bring everyone you know. Bring the distant relative that you haven't talked to in 5 years.
Bring your little cousin that'll get scared.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's going to be
Ooh,
a
fun.
good time. Yeah,
Because we got a good amount of ghosts, I'd say. So
we have a good amount, a good lineup.
Pretty ghostly.
Yeah.
Love that.
So yeah,
yeah.
So what do you all think? Spill the tea. Is the legend, is it real or is it not?
it's up to you.
You're
I
not
We
going to answer
can't-
my question, are you?
well, it's like she's asking like what you think.
Oh, what I think.
What do you personally think?
I like to think it's real. I like to think it's real. There's some truth in the legend.
I feel like there's a lot of the stuff in the story that builds up to it being real. But,
Yeah.
I mean, there's always the possibility that could be fake. So
Yeah. Maybe the townspeople just hate Ichabod that
you
much.
never know.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that would suck, wouldn't it?
Being the
I
laughing
mean, he
stock
kind of
the town.
deserves it.
Oh, okay.
Like you'll watch the play and you'll be like, "Yeah, this guy's not."
Yeah, he
Hitting
deserves
kids in
everything
his
thrown
classroom.
at him. Yeah.
I really like keeping the idea that like it's all just the townspeople just trying to scare him off, and that there's not really ghosts. It's just them trying to get rid of him. I really like that idea.
Well, you have to think how coordinated that would be if that was actually the truth.
But since it's such a small town, I mean, it would be kind of easier to do it because, I mean, everyone hates him.
Plus, he thinks they're so uneducated that they probably couldn't be able to if he thought. So he would probably assume it's real. Yeah.
So does he think he's brilliant and they're all dumb?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he does have quite the education. That's it.
I say that he attended Yale because that's what it says in the script. So,
Obviously.
So if he's so smart, what's he doing in a town full of dumb people?
trying to make I like, I think that he has kind of a messiah complex, like to be like
that is true.
He's
Yeah,
just kind of
he
like,
does.
I can fix you.
Yeah.
It's
He's
going to be
like-
like he takes your hand and be like,
He says
"It's
as he
gonna be
stares into
okay."
the camera.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that in real life.
So
Yeah.
just a lot of
saying.
Ichabods.
A lot of Ichabods in this world.
Yep,
in the
there are
world
a
of
lot.
Ichabods be a Brom Bones.
No, I wouldn't
I
say
say
that.
be a
Bro isn't
Regina
that bad.
George.
Yeah.
I mean,
I say be more of a Kermit Van Houten.
Be a Kermit. Yeah. Kermit is another character in the play.
Okay.
He's not
Yeah.
here with us today, but he's,
I wish he was.
Yeah. We love Kermit.
Yeah, we love Kermit.
We love Kermit.
Great.
do you love Kermit too?
No, he loves her friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kermit loves my friend.
That's a little like extra side. I just
Yeah.
punched the mic twice.
You'll it's very apparent.
Yeah,
You'll see
there's a-
see what we mean by that.
Yeah.
If you just come watch the show, which
just
is
have to
next
come
week,
see
it. You have to
Friday,
see it,
Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday.
It's in the
2
details.
days at 7, 1 day at 3.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's not this coming
Nope.
weekend.
No,
It's
no,
the
no.
following
Next weekend.
Okay.
So that's,
Yep.
And here's the thing: if you need any information about it, I assume it's on the JHS website.
Yes.
And you can get all of the details. And don't forget that all of these productions are done at the Jackson Middle School, where you all have the auditorium and
Yeah,
all of that,
yeah.
not at the actual high school.
No.
Which is a little confusing for folks because it is the JHS.
Jackson High School
yeah.
Drama
I
Club.
mean, it's
yeah.
a high school production at the middle school, so
Yes.
I understand being confused.
Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, if there's one good thing, I'm so old that the middle school is my high school.
Yeah, that's how my mom is as well.
Yeah, my dad.
My mom's-
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are times that they still call it the high school.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So-
Or you could have just said, "You're not old. It's fine."
You're not.
Oh,
you're
Thanks.
not. We really missed a chance there, buddy. It's all right. We'll get him next time.
I'm telling your
We'll get him
mother,
next time.
Liam.
my mother's watching.
Oh,
I'm
hi,
assuming.
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
No, I'm just teasing you. But yeah, so it was kind of weird when the high school moved up but it's such a good location to have
It's a great
all kind
location.
of different things. I mean,
Yeah.
not too many places are blessed with that beautiful auditorium
Oh, yeah.
like we have. I mean, I'm so old that we used to actually play basketball up there.
Yeah, the
The
stage has
gymnasium days.
Yeah.
The stage still has like some of the basketball.
Yeah.
Are there still hoops?
No, you can
There's
still
not?
see. You can still see where the hoops were.
Yeah, we used to go up there and play basketball all the time.
Yeah, and you can like the lines and like the
Yeah.
outs.
Yeah, the
On
basketball
stage,
lines.
there's like the
It's all there.
Oh, really?
We just use them as markers for whenever.
Yeah, they're
we,
really helpful actually.
Yeah.
I really like them
Oh,
being
yeah.
there because
I
they'll be
think-
like, "Oh, come up to this red line," and we're like,
Great.
Go to the
"Perfect, yeah."
free
there.
throw line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the volleyball pole holders is like our center stage.
It
marker.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're so right. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
that's what used to hold like a
A volleyball. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
the sides of the net. Yeah. Yeah.
See, it all
So
works
it
out.
does. It all works out.
Yeah.
Well, very good. I will let you all get out of here. I know you're so super geeked to get back to school.
Well, I'm not going.
He does CCP.
I'm in CCP,
He does
buddy.
CCP. He's just.
I
Skipping.
thought, I was like, wait, he just admitted right here he's skipping school.
No,
Just kidding.
No.
my first class is at 12.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
rough.
you
Lucky
don't do
boy.
anything in the morning?
Nope, sleep.
It's a rough life
lucky.
being a high schooler.
I know,
tell
right?
you.
I have
Yeah.
to get up early and actually go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
why CCP is better.
So you seniors, what are you? What's the future hold for you?
I'm going to college for pre-law English. So I'm getting ready for
you know
law
what
school.
college or
Yeah.
what are you hoping to? Where are you hoping? To go?
Right now, the hope is OSU or OU, but like I've already been accepted into OU, and a lot of people think that I have a good chance at OSU. So
For sure.
really, it just depends on whoever gives me more money.
There you go. I love that. I mean, that's
definitely what I'm going to go off of as well. I want to go to college to study Spanish. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I'll be able to like study abroad and travel. And I haven't really like made an official decision on like after college, like a specific career, because like with a Spanish degree, I have a lot of like options.
Sure. See where the wind takes you.
Well, that's something I definitely like about it, because I don't want to feel like I'm like limited to just a certain career my whole life.
Love that.
So I would like to go to OSU, but who knows?
Does it scare you all a little bit being from a small town and then going to the big city?
Yes.
Not really.
It scares me.
Yeah.
We're different.
Yeah.
We are different. Like with OSU and things like that, they always, my dad and every college counselor that you can think of will say you can't make a small campus big, but you can make a big campus small.
Sure.
Because with OSU, really the only thing that makes it bigger is the fact that it's in Columbus. And you're going to be going to the same buildings every single day. You're going to go from your dorm to this hall to this hall to this classroom back to your dorm again.
Yep. You just have Chick-fil-A to go to.
Yeah. And like
and Buckeye Donuts.
or any other place.
Maybe Panda Express.
Yeah.
But you're going to be going to the same places every day. So it's not like you're going to be trekking the entire campus.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think that's something that I like to keep in mind if I ever get like anxious about that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're going to the same place every day.
Yeah. He's right. I love the fact that Columbus is such an amazing city to me, because you have all the big city stuff.
Yep.
But it's so easily to navigate, and it is not that big. So I love Columbus.
That's where the horseshoe is.
It's also
that's right. Who doesn't want to go to Ohio State game?
Yeah.
OH.
You'll be just fine.
IO.
I know. I'm nervous, but I get nervous about everything. So.
I know. Yeah. That's all right. You'll be just fine. Well, I'll let you girls and guys get out of here for the day. And Cheryl has something she wanted to talk about, if that's okay.
All right.
So y'all get back to school. And good luck. Break a leg.
Thank you.
All right,
It was
thank
very
you.
nice
Thank you for
talking
having
with
us.
y'all again.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Adrian.
Adrian gave him a round of applause.
Right.
Come on over, Miss Cheryl. Thank y'all. Pick a chair, any chair.
I'll take this one.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Hi, welcome. You've been knitting again, haven't
I've
you?
been crocheting.
Crocheting again.
Yep. Anxiety gets the best of me. I have to keep my hands moving.
She has to always
have
move.
to keep my hands moving.
Very cute. So she's making ponytail hats, beanies.
Well, I made one. I wouldn't say I made a bunch. I made one.
Well, it's more than I've made, which is 0 ever in my life. So welcome.
Hey. So
What's going on?
So tonight, Lori Graves, who's our morning host on Hank FM and pretty widely known for her comedy.
Yes.
So
very much so.
We're real happy to have her as part of the Total Media family. And she is hosting open mic night tonight at Stockroom.
Okay.
So, and there's a special guest. Don't know who the special guest is, but I do know that Brittany and I are both doing open mic tonight. So it's like a total media night.
You both
at 601.
are doing a
Yes.
spiel.
Yes. Brittany did it a couple months ago.
She did, and she killed it.
Yeah, she did. She was awesome. And so this is my first one. So
what made
So
you
exciting.
want to do that?
you know what? It's so funny. Lori posted about a class she was doing through OU Extension. And I'm like, oh, I'm always looking for something to do. I'm like, sure. Kind of like the beanies, I'm always looking for something to keep myself busy. And so I signed up for the class, took the class, did my performance in front of my classmates and random like family members and friends and stuff. None of my family or friends were there. But
would that have made it harder?
you know what? We're going to find out tonight.
Okay.
Probably. So I did that, and then Lori had a spot for tonight, so I went ahead and took it. But tonight I will have family in the audience because not only is my husband in town right now, but my middle son is in town. And when I wrote my bit for tonight, I did not take that into account, and it's actually about my kids.
You may be in all kinds of trouble.
So this should be fun. So we'll see if I can do it with a reasonably straight face.
If not, that'll make it even better.
Probably, and I might get some grief for it, but it should be fun. So all my friends tell me that I have at least 25 years of crazy stories that involve my children. So
there you go.
I have a lot of material. So.
Listen. Fact is much more interesting than fiction most of the time.
And this one is, Ripley's Believe It or Not type of situation. Like, I can't make this stuff up.
There you go.
I'm creative. I'm not nearly that creative to be able to make this stuff up. So
I feel you.
So it should be fun. So 6:01 tonight. I think we start at it's either 7 or 7:30. You think I would know that? But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And Lori hasn't said who the special guest is tonight for the closer, so that should be fun as well.
Here's what I can tell you 100%. It will be a fun-filled night if you want to come out.
It will be. I'm actually looking forward to this. And so we'll see. Sure. This may be a one-hit wonder, and I'll never do this again as long as I live, but I will be able to check it off the bucket list and say, done, put myself out there. So
something I was just thinking of is the comedy night, is it 21 and over, or can families come?
No, it is stockroom is open for under 21 until 10 p.m. I believe, and comedy night ends before that. Generally it's right on the cusp of adult content. It's not over the top. And I've noticed if there's younger people in the audience, people kind of tone it down a little bit. But it's not. What does Lori call it? I think she calls it like blue comedy or something like that. So it's not completely over the top adult content. So and stockroom in the evenings at dinner time is family friendly. So Lori does open mic on the second Thursday of every month, and the other Thursdays are trivia nights. So Lori's always there on Thursday nights. So.
She is, and she's fun. She's so fun to talk to.
She is so much fun. We're so happy to have her up in Chillicothe at Hank. So
Absolutely. Well, very good. Well, thank you, Cheryl. And I think Pete came in. You have some breaking news or something?
Just one thing we might want to blurt out real quick.
One thing we need to blurt out. There you go. Thank you, Cheryl. Come on over, Pete. Pick a chair, any chair. And we know when Pete shows up that there's always something important to say.
Okay, well, I do want to say this. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is one of the best short stories I've ever written, that I've ever read, that has been written. Washington Irving wrote it, and it is very. I'm sure that the Jackson High School Drama Club will do a great job with it.
They will.
I'm sure you got a little bit of a preview there. Kathy Lord and her group and the kids all do a great job, and that is a great story. And if you've never read it, you need to do that. And that will prep you. That will prep you for the play, which I understand is a pretty good adaptation of the book.
Very cool.
Or the novella, or the short story, whatever you want to call it.
So is it a short story? I didn't realize
it is. You would call it a long short story. I guess it's not like 10 pages. I forget. I read it some time ago, and I will reread it again because it's very good.
Okay, now I feel like I need to read that.
Yeah, you need to do it. You need to do it.
Okay.
All right. Here is the breaking news. It's not breaking news. It was breaking news yesterday, but I wasn't here yesterday, so we'll have to do. It was announced yesterday morning that the University of Rio Grande has made a change in its head football coach. Quincy Wilson had been the head football coach. I think we've met him and all.
Yep.
And they have made a change. They're not going into the reasons why the change is being made, but here is what they said. I don't want to put any words in anybody's mouth. The move comes as the school has made the decision to part ways with former head coach Quincy Wilson. To respect the privacy of all parties involved, Rio Grande will not be providing details on the separation.
Okay.
All right. But the new coach is a familiar face in that he was on Mr. Wilson's staff.
Right? Yeah.
And his name is he is the defensive coordinator, and his name is Mark Thurston. Had to look.
There he
I've
is.
not met Mark, but he is the defensive coordinator, and now he is the head coach. And Ryan Smith was quoted in this article saying that they are still on target to open their football program in 2025.
Awesome.
And of course, this was announced before. They're also going to have a band too. Kind of that was a double-edged announcement. And of course, another local angle is the plan is to play their home games for the next several years at Alumni Stadium here in Jackson. And I can tell you, I can almost predict, don't know the list of potential recruits so far or people who've signed the dotted line, you're going to have a lot of area and local kids on that football team, right, Grant, I'm sure.
Yep, and in the band. You're not kidding.
And the band, too. So that's the news. We do have that story online.
Okay.
Not a lot of detail, but it's out there.
Okay.
And also, of course, we'll have it in our print edition on Saturday.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we heard that something may have happened as early as Tuesday, and official word was confirmed on Wednesday.
All right. Well, thanks.
So what we know, you know.
There you go. All right, Pete, thank you so much for giving us that update. We greatly appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that stopped by today, and we will be right back here tomorrow. We appreciate you all tuning in, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part.